Well, we're here to continue our conversation about the Medical Missionaries of Divine Mercy. So please introduce yourselves.
All right, so I'm Haley. My first medical mission was in 2023 to Costa Rica. I was able to go the following year as well. And I am actually a nursing student. I'll be graduating with my BSN in May.
Wow, wonderful. And you, sir?
My name's Lewis. This past trip in Laredo was my very first one. I was able to make it happen. I'm a student at U of H. I was able to squeeze right between the testing time.
So what brought you both to the Medical Missionaries?
I'd heard about it for years at St. Laurence. I always wanted to go, but in my head I thought it was like, oh, we're going to build a school or something. I never put two and two together that it was like medically related. At U of H, I'm a part of a pre-med org, and we have some doctors that come and speak to us. And they spoke to us on Wednesday, and they said that there was a doctor that came out. He said when he went to Mexico, it was like a fun experience. He loved it. It changed his mindset about everything. And so that Thursday, I reached out to my mom. I was like, I want to go on the medical mission trip that St. Laurence holds. Applications are closed. Is there any way you can get in contact with them? Because she has a friend, Dr. Maria Argo. She's a part of it. And I was like, can you contact her, see if they can squeeze me in? And sure enough, they were able to. It was like a few weeks before we actually left on the trip. They were able to squeeze me in, and I thought I needed like a medical degree or some sort of certification to go. You really don't. But being pre-med, I finally got my MA certification, so I was like, I'm certified. I have something to back me up so I can go on the trip now. Then when I got there, it was I realized you didn't have to have it, and my only regret was that I didn't do it sooner. I wish I would have had those years to actually go and enjoy it. It's a life-changing experience.
And you, Haley?
Yeah, so after I completed my first undergraduate degree from Texas A&M, I had just started working as a medical assistant, and I was looking to go back to school in some sort of health-based career. And so I had been wanting to go on a medical mission for a while, and so I was super excited when I found out about the Medical Missionaries of Divine Mercy. And I remember going home and talking about it with my dad, and pretty soon it became evident that he was not going to let me go to Costa Rica by myself, as any concerned father would. And so we ended up recruiting my dad and sister to come along with us for that first mission. Kind of touching on needing that medical experience, my dad is a civil engineer. My sister was a student at the time studying nutrition, and they both went and worked on the vision clinic. And so I think, like you said, a really common misconception that people have is that you need to be a medical professional to go on a medical mission, and I think that's couldn't be farther from the truth.
Could you both speak on your experiences, and what was the one thing that surprised you about being on a medical mission?
The experience that impacted me the most was that we were about 3 days into the trip. I was working dental at the time. It's super busy. You have so many people coming in. Throughout the trip, everyone's very grateful that you're there, and they're always saying thank you. I don't know if this is bad, but you hear it enough times, it doesn't mean as much, but you're like, yeah, you're very welcome. There was one guy who came in. A lot of the procedures we had in dental were like decaying teeth where we had to pull them. It was like very serious stuff. And so when the dentist kind of opened his mouth, he goes, what are you here for? It was just like a little tiny chip on the front tooth, no bigger than a rice grain. And in my mind, I was like, okay, we can get that done, get to more people, get it done quick. But he was very grateful going into it. He's like, y'all guys do life-changing things here, and we're all very grateful that y'all are here. And so we knocked it out. 10, 15 minutes. The dentist told him, be sure to go say bye to the lady working at the register, at the front. And in my mind, I kind of figure that he's been here several years, and he's very grateful every time. And a few hours later, we're going with multiple patients. We're finishing up the more intense procedures. There was one where we needed to suture the mouth, which was a very lengthy process. She came back and she was like, just a heads up, the guy that y'all did the dental cleaning, not dental cleaning, but it was like a little chip in his tooth. It was like a little discolored. We filled it in, colored it to match the tone. She was like, do you remember that guy? And we're like, yes. He goes, as he was leaving, he was in tears. He was saying that he can finally smile again. And that's when it really hit me. And I got a little emotional about it, but wow. That one definitely changed my perspective, and I realized how grateful these people really are.
Yeah, I would say in Costa Rica, having the opportunity to work with the Quebecers is so humbling. Growing up in a modern era, you don't very often see people that live without modern day luxuries like a toothbrush, or for women, feminine products, or things that we deem as basic necessities. And so seeing these people come and seek out help, it's just so humbling. And when you go home and you come back to real life and you have your phone and all these everyday luxuries, it really makes you humble yourself.
And now I understand that we are moving towards a more local aspect of medical mission. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I don't know too much since this is my first mission trip, but I'm very open to more local things. Probably it would be a lot more easier with my school schedules to get more local stuff.
What do you feel that are some of the skills that you can have going into medical mission?
I don't think there's really anything specific. For me, since I was more medical side, I was more on the medical side of things. First day I was working triage, getting vitals and whatnot, and then I'm very grateful for the people there. They knew I was pre-med. They're like, let's throw you into everything. You can speak Spanish, you can translate, you can hop everywhere and get an overall experience, which I loved. I forgot the question.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, what skills? Yeah, with my personal skill set, I was able to do that, but then I also saw that even in dental, you can help clean the buckets, which is a lot of fun. You can clean them, and it's a little bit of a gross anatomy type of stuff, but it was it was a good experience. But we can use anybody. If you can speak Spanish and translate well, of course we can use you. You just have to be willing and able to work, and you'll be used wherever.
Can you speak on the training and what it's like to be there?
The training for the dental side was fun. There was a great group of guys that they had a lot of fun with it, and so when they were training me, they had a lot of fun with it, but it was really just, you get the suction, you put it through bleach water, kind of rinse it out. Biggest thing is just like setting it up for the dentist. Each dentist is going to be different, and so some of them just kind of already want stuff prepped. As you go throughout the week, you're working with the dentist over and over. You get an understanding as to how they want things set up, so it's really easy. It's nothing crazy about the process. It's a very simple task. Yeah.
So what would you say to someone who is considering becoming a part of the medical missionaries, or someone who is in your position in school or just getting out of college? What would you say to them?
I would say if you feel anywhere in your heart that maybe this is something God is calling you to do, you should absolutely 100% explore this. I really believe that this is a wonderful opportunity for students, young adults that are looking to go into the medical field. Anybody that loves adventure and going to new places, this is also an amazing opportunity for you. Or honestly, anybody that's looking to serve in a really new and unique way.
I couldn't say it any better. Honestly, when I was doing my application, I was like, Lord, it's in your hands. If I get in, I get in. And I've started to learn you're not in control. You just work hard and the Lord will steer you in the right directions.
Absolutely. God works in all kinds of ways.
Exactly.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.